Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you a video of my weather radios. We're going to start on my thing, and yes, I have to organize them better, but for now I'm just doing this. These ones all do work. Most of them are set to any county for alerts. Like this one is set only for Wapaka, and so is this one. The rest, and the one in the basement is the only one in my whole collection that's set to voice. The one in the basement. I have two in the basement actually. The one on the table down there is set to voice. The other one's set to tone. So here it goes. I better turn this one back on. Power. There you go. As you see the lights on. I had to reset that one because when they did a weekly test, this one wasn't ready to go, so it didn't go off. Anyway, we're going to start with my Radio Shack one. This one's just an FM and weather radio only model. Let's turn it off. Test its alert. Oops. That was too long. Oh, why isn't it doing that? Hold on. There it goes. That's what it sounds like. Next, we have my WR120 EZ. This one's a newer version of the WR100 and the WR120. And let's set this one up. So that's what that sounds like. This one is the old version of the WR120 and the WR120 EZ. This is the WR100. It sounds a little different than the WR120 does. Another WR100 in back here. So that's sorry about that pounding. They're working on the roof. So you'll just have to bear with me. Next, we have a Radio Shack one. I think this is Radio Shack. Or trying to see what it's a public alert, but it's a public alert, whatever yeah. This one does not have a test feature, so I'm not going to test it. Next, we have my police scanner. This one has an FM radio.
During northwest. Waves 2 to 4.
So let's turn it to FM. This one's an FM only model with weather radio. So next we got this one. This one's supposed to be a weather station, weather radio combo. As you see, there's a speaker right there, and this one does have an alert. Let's turn this on. There you go. This one does not have a siren. It turns the radio on automatically. It's just the radio that turns on. And right now it's in standby mode. Next, we have a Reacom behind that. Trying to see radio. I'm trying to get this one's an FM AM radio as well. Trying to get what that sounds like. So what's nice about this Reacom is it actually has a memory, so it'll keep a memory of all the alerts that happen on a specific day, which is very nice. Next, we have our two Radio Shack weather radios. This one's just just a weather radio. It's not FM AM feature. Doesn't have an AM feature, and it does not have tests, so I'm not going to test it. Oops, I better turn this one back on.
Off the area.
This one is a portable crank-powered emergency weather alert radio, made by Midland. It's a ER310, I believe it is. This one's an FM radio as well.
Skies were mostly sunny through the mid-morning.
Got the AM, FM.
To lower 60s.
Hold it to turn it off. Let's turn the WX on. And if the WX is flashing, you know it's ready to go for if an alert was issued. And the light will flash and the LCD screen will light up. I'm thinking about getting the smaller version of that as well eventually. And when I do, I'll make a video on that. This one has the Midland strobe light on it. This one's only to monitor Wapaka. So I know it's actually for Wapaka, not anyone else. And watch the test. Oops. Third test. So that's what that sounds. See. Next we have, this is all on here. This is just a little bit of my collection I got. I got like close to 30 plus weather radios in the whole house. This one is a small radio. This one I have sitting on my window because the other one kept falling off. This one doesn't have a test feature, and instead of having an advisory like the Radio Shack one over there, it has a statement light instead. This one's made by Radio Shack as well. This one does not have FM AM radio on it. Next, we have a Radio Shack weather radio right here. By the way, this is a SAME code, specific area message encoding. What that means is you type in a code for each county you want to program for an alert, and the keypad's under here. So this slides off and there's a keypad, like almost like a telephone keypad in a way. This one I like because it has two volume selections. One volume selection for the alert tone, and the other the main for the radio itself. I'm going to test it. To turn it off, it's just like this one right here. All you do is do that, hold the off button. All the lights lit up. This one's a little tiny bit louder than this one is. By the way, this one is easy. This one has a telephone keypad, kind of like a telephone keypad as well. But I'm not going to lift it because it's a little harder getting it on there, especially this one. Next. Oh, I better reset that.
Nice.
Next, we have another one, specific area message encoding with this. Here's the keypad for it. To test that, this one has a digital switch, not a dial. That's what it sounds like. Next, this one, I'm going to only blast for a couple seconds. This is Radio Shack. This is Max and Talk. This is Radio Shack. This one's very loud, so I'm going to only blast it for for only a couple seconds. Hold the test button. See? That's how it works. It's very loud, by the way. This one, I'm not going to test because its off switch is kind of weird. Next, we have this one. This is a HH54 portable weather alert radio. To test this one. This one's not one of my quietest weather radios, pretty much. Next, we have this one up here. This is really old, made by Midland. This one has a simple test feature. See, as you can see, the light is flashing.
To 25 knots.
So, this one's also an FM radio. I don't have really many stations programmed into it. And here's a dial right there for the AM FM. This one has an auto. A lot of my weather radios that have FM are required to have an auto changeover. For, let's say I'm listening to FM and then weather alert came in for such as a severe thunderstorm warning. This will automatically change to the alert tone. So, which is very nice. This one is made by Midland too. This one's an FM only model. FM weather radio only model. To test it, all you do is lift the switch up and push this. See? Now this one does not have a test feature, so I'm not going to test it. Next, this one's my oldest weather radio.
9.75 inches.
See? This has a toggle switch, like the old ones used to do. It has a slider volume. Come on, focus. It's not wanting to focus. But this one, this is your off switch right here. It's a slider. It also has a slider for volume. And it has a toggle switch for weather radio or weather alert mode. And as you see, it's in weather alert mode. I don't know how, this hasn't been working. So, I'm not sure how to set the volume for that. But, next, we have the Midland H8 Midland WR400. This one's an FM radio.
73. Pictures at 10 a.m. ring.
So, to test this one, this is the. Oops. This one has a faster alert. Hold on. See, it sounds more like an old-fashioned telephone in a way. This one also I like because it'll charge your cell phone. As you see, right there's your USB on this side. And that pretty much does this. Oh, I missed one right here. This is the Midland WR120. This one has a broken antenna. So that's what that one. This one's pretty loud. Next, we have a TV, weather radio, weather alert radio combo. So it's like a weather alert radio. It even has the LCD screen. It says this one has a manual thing, so you have to manually clear the alert. It doesn't automatically do it. Right here. This is the weather alert. And this lights will light up. This one does not have a test. It's also an FM radio as well. See? I turn it. See?
Partly cloudy.
See the weather alert radio. This one has a lantern right on the side, lantern in front, and a TV. Next, we have a couple more weather alert radios to show you. We have my E-Ton Zone Guard, which is a smaller version of, kind of a smaller version of this weather radio right here. This is also an E-Ton. This one has this right up here will light up different colors, and it'll sound more like a telephone as well. This one does not have a test feature, so I'm not going to test it.
In effect until 7 p.m. this evening.
So, next, and then this has an FM radio as well. Just push aside.
Cloudy. Tonight.
And I saved it.
Then very easy, simple, fast, or less after midnight.
So that's how that works. This one, the buttons for the FM AM is on the side. Next, we have another one hooked to Midland strobe light. This is a WR120. What's the strobe light? So it's pretty good, pretty loud weather radio. Next, I have a couple more to show you. They're portable pocket style weather radios. Here's one. These are the HH50 pocket style weather alert radios. This one actually has a siren on it. See, sounds like this. Next, I have another HH50 as well. See? These ones I don't use for actual alerts because their batteries drain pretty rapidly because they don't have a plug. And once in a while I'll start activating them for the weekly tests, but that's it. Next, we have this one. This is a Nether Max and Talk monitoring my Subaru weatherboard. And it's kind of aimed at a down position. It's kind of at an angle to it. Next, we have a Sangean weather alert waterproof weather water resistant weather radio. This one, the light here will flash, and the test is simple. I just replaced the batteries in this the other day. And here's a cord for it right here, and this has a wire antenna. This one's an FM radio as well. It has 2 FMs and 1 AM. And a weather alert radio. 150. There you go. And then you know what's activated when you have this. Here's the speaker. Next, right here, we have another Midland WR100. Next shot over here, we have another HH54 made by Midland. This one has the button beeps turned on. This one's loud too. Next, coming out in the living room, we have 2 weather radios out here. There used to be a Midland WR120 here, but when I went to Goodwill, I found this one. This one's an FM radio, just like the one in my bedroom. Hey, FM.
Milwaukee reported 78.
And to test it, all you do is
73.
so, yep. And this light will flash just like the one in my room. Next, we have my dad's WRS 101 by Oregon Scientific. And this light bar right here will be orange when there's an alert that comes through. And this one makes a solid beep for about 5 or 6 seconds. Next, we have 2 more weather alert radios, and that's in the basement. This one is a weather alert radio, another Midland WR120 Easy. And this one's, the cord runs up and plugs into an outlet in the ceiling, on the ceiling. The one I installed. Next, you have another WR100 up down here by the wash machine and dryer. This one is a little harder to test because I can't see what the thing is. This one set the tone. This one set the tone. This one here is set the voice, so it'll automatically shut off. This one here is the minute number 120 easy, set the voice. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all my weather radios I got in the whole house. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.